Are tax cuts going to be extremely inflationary, and how much of a headache is that for the Bank of England? Can you see, for example, the Bank of England having to hike rates whilst the economy is going to a recession?
Well, I think that's actually what's happening right now. I mean, the Bank of England already forecasting one negative print for the second quarter GDP, and I think that's fairly obvious given the monthly April number that we've already seen for GDP. I think for many people, particularly in lower households, it feels like a recession to them already because their incomes, their real incomes have been cut so much because of inflation. So in a way, I think we already have this stagflationary issues for the Bank of England to face. Now, in terms of tax cuts, I think if the government does that wisely, that might be able to benefit the economy, to get investment going, to get growth going. Because I think if we look at sterling particularly, we've seen the Bank of England hike interest rates 5 times. It was out of the traps in terms of rate hikes faster than some of the other major central banks. And yet sterling is not benefiting. And that is because the market is worried about growth. And so if we can get some degree of clarity about where investment is, what's happening with respect to the post-Brexit economy, if we can perhaps do something on corporation tax, that might be beneficial to investors. But I think at this point, investors want to see growth opportunities. They want to see opportunities for productivity rise. And I think the government does have to try and address those issues.